The Sherpa Screening Room is a presentation of podcast picks with Jim the Podcast Sherpa. These are episodes featuring interviews with artists and creators from various fields. Coincidentally, when the Sherpa tries to be entertaining, afterwards, he gets abandoned in various fields.
It's a mini episode of The Sherpa Screening Room, featuring an interview with actor Jonathan Evans. The best thing about a mini episode? Less bad jokes from the Sherpa. For example, you won't hear him say things like, "I had a neck brace fitted years ago and I've never looked back since." Or, "The other day I was attacked by a bunch of circus clowns in a parking lot. I won though, because I went right for the jugular." We're glad we can provide this service for you. Now, on with the show.
Coming to you from Sherpa Chalet in beautiful downtown Mount Podcastia, it's time for entertainment interviews in the Sherpa Screening Room. Grab an aisle seat and a bucket of popcorn, but don't crunch too loud or you'll miss the show. Now, here's your host, Jim, the Podcast Sherpa.
Hello, Rebels of the Sherpa-lution, and welcome to the Sherpa Screening Room. This is a side project of podcast picks with Jim the Podcast Sherpa. Jim the Podcast Sherpa being me, this guy behind the mic, coming to you from Sherpa-lu Studios here in the Sherpa Chalet, high atop Mount Podcastia, where normally I would be overlooking the millions and millions of podcasts that are out there, but not this week. No. This is a mini episode, and we get to know a new actor. His name is Jonathan Evans. He's down in South Carolina. He's done a few short movies, and I guess he's looking to expand his repertoire, but he wanted to pop in and talk about the work that he's been doing. So you get the opportunity to hear about John and get to know him a little bit. So since this is a mini episode, I will keep it brief, and we will head on into the Sherpa Screening Room for my conversation with John Evans. Hello, Rebels. We are here in the Sherpa Screening Room. My guest today is an actor who's done a couple of short films. He's been in The Last Piece and Punisher, Frank is Dead, and in the upcoming I Am With You, coming to us from South Carolina. His name is Jonathan Evans. Jonathan, welcome to the show.
Pleasure having me.
You've really been doing this just for a short period of time, right?
Yes, I started doing background bit parts in 2018, but the fascination and love for film has always been there since I was, about 5-6 years old.
What type of movies did you like growing up?
I really enjoyed the Star Wars franchise, the Indiana Jones franchise, anything action, time period. I liked them all.
So how did you get involved with your first movie?
My first movie, I actually heard about it through my Nana. She lives over in Georgia, not far from Atlanta. And she heard about a film was going to be coming to her backyard through all things the newspaper. And she calls me. She goes, "I know you like movies. Here's a movie filming in town." And I shot down there as quick as I could and signed up for it.
What was the movie?
Oh, the movie is called When We Last Spoke. It's available on Amazon and most streaming services. And it had a small theatrical run there for a while before COVID.
So did you have like a theatrical background before that? Had you done any acting at all?
Before that, no.
No.
In high school, I made a short film, but that was about skateboarding, and I have no clue where that is. Although I would like to find it one day, but acting-wise, before anything official, no.
Okay. So Punisher, Frank is Dead, that just came out this year. Is that like a fan film? Is that what they call it?
Yeah. It's reached over 100,000 views over the last month and a half.
Uh-huh.
Very successful.
Okay. And you want to tell everybody what it's about for people who don't know the Punisher?
Oh, of course. So basically, this is the part 2 to the first one. We have Frank Castle pick up where after his family dies, he works at an auto garage and happens to run into somebody who works there as the accountant. And the rest from there, that's when the story evolves, and that's kind of where the whole origin story is. He picks up and, finds the people who are infiltrating the garage and has to get out of there, and, takes the accountant with him, and from there, it's like a really crazy, wild story. But without spoiling it, we're shooting part 3, hopefully here in the fall, but looking forward to that a lot.
So were there any actors that you admired when you were growing up and starting to get into acting also?
That would probably be number one choice would be Harrison Ford, mostly just because I watched him a lot growing up.
Okay.
Then, trying to think who else. Put me on the spot here, but I've been watching a lot of Denzel Washington movies lately, and he's been one of my favorite actors for the longest time.
Okay.
Those are my two top actors who have inspired me a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you got two good choices there.
Yes.
They've certainly got a body of work that would hold your interest for a long period of time.
Definitely.
You want to talk a little bit about I Am With You, or are you allowed to?
Oh, yeah. It's some short film about mental health. It was written by a local author named Brittany Morgan out of the Greer, Greenville, South Carolina area. And it was shot by an independent studio located out of Greer, South Carolina called Dove Light Studios. So it was a really good story. It was actually based on true life events that she had, and she wrote it into a screenplay, and we made a movie. And I had a small part where I played that. I'm trying to think of the word. What do you call it? I wouldn't call it annexed brother, but more so just kind of like distant brother who's not really connected with most of the family. He's kind of the black sheep.
Okay. Without
spoiling the film, that was my role in the film. Very small, but it was very memorable and left an impact.
So, I mean, being like I said, you've been doing this just for a short period of time. What kind of movies do you hope to get into in the future if you want to go bigger?
I'd like to get into time period films, action films, historical pieces, real life true stories and stuff. I really enjoy doing that the most.
And were there any actors do you have like a dream actor that you'd want to work with? I mean, apart from Harrison Ford or Denzel Washington? Or we can leave it at that if it's too much of a soul, Jonathan.
If I had to pick, it would probably be Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
I mean, I know he's not doing the Iron Man stuff anymore, but I'm sure he's probably keeping himself busy.
Oh, yeah.
So do you have any social presence or anything like that where people can find out a little bit more about you and the work that you're doing?
Yes, it's called Jonathan Evans acting page, and that's on Facebook. That's the only social media I have right now. It's like a public thing. Everything else I have is private. It's not connected to anything like my film work. That can definitely, anyone can shoot me a follow on there and grow the following on that page. Will be very, very grateful of you.
And where can they see the movies that you've done so far?
The movies, that would be Last Piece and Frank is Dead are both available on YouTube. I'm With You is currently in a small, like, independent theatrical run, where it's in select small theaters, but we haven't had any other showings yet. But as soon as I know, I'll post about it.
Okay. Is it going to be like in a lot of the indie movie festivals and stuff like that? Is that the plan?
That's what they're shooting for, is to have it played in indie festivals, because we have one called the Reedy River Film Festival. It's located out of Greenville, South Carolina, which is one of the bigger film festivals in the area.
Well, we'll let everybody know that if they want to follow your work, they can follow you on Facebook at the Jonathan Evans film page, you said?
Acting page, I'm sorry. Yeah. No, it's all good.
Well, we'll check that out. And is there anything else that you want to let the folks want to know about? Do you have any upcoming work apart from the I Am With You coming out?
Actually, I do. I was in a small independent Walking Dead kind of inspired film. It's called On the Run by a director named Isaac Stovall. And I played multiple different little small background parts of the undead and the living. It's been a wild ride the last few years shooting it, because it's all being independent and stuff. But they're going to have some local showings of it here in South Carolina, but it's selling out pretty quickly. But that's the project that I've been really passionate about. It's fun and it's different, getting to put the makeup on and.
Oh, you get to be a zombie.
Yes, sir, I do.
Zombies are always fun. They don't get the love they deserve sometimes, I think. People are always blowing their heads off, so,
Right. That might be me. Who knows? We'll see that.
Jonathan Evans getting his head blown off on a theater near you. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you can have me.
It looks like the Sherpa is no longer locked in the bathroom at the Sherpa Chalet, so we can finally get back to the show.
Thanks so much for spending a little bit of time, and I do mean a little bit of time, with me right here in the Sherpa Screening Room. And thanks so much to Jonathan. Make sure you check out his handiwork and keep an eye open for him if there's more work that he's done that will be coming out. Hey, usually I say you can hear this show on podcast apps everywhere and the Sherpa-lution YouTube page. I got to tell you, I have a new source that I'm excited about. This is just like YouTube, and if you don't like YouTube, I don't know what you have against it, but anyway, it is called open.video. I will include the link in the show notes, and if you want to support the show without actually having to fork over any money, you can check out the videos that are over there, and they're exactly the same as what's on our YouTube channel. But I actually get paid for every bunch of videos that you guys check out. So you don't have to fork over anything, but just check out the shows there if you'd like. And I would appreciate that if you do so. Thanks so much. And we'll be back next week with something else coming up. I don't know. We're doing so much. I never know what we're doing from week to week, but we will be back. And what I would like you to keep in mind until that point is Viva la Sherpa-lution.
Thanks for listening to the Sherpa Screening Room. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast. I'm Mr. Bruce, and this has been a Sherpa-lu Studios production. Viva la Sherpa-lution!